Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12-ounce sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12-ounce sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Friday edition of Primetime Live with Philly Pete. I am your host, the one, the only Philly Pete, and we're here live on the 24/7 12-ounce sports streaming platform, and of course, the one, the only YouTube. Come on in, check it out. Let's rock and roll. Subscribe to 12-ounce sports. Give us a thumbs up, and come on by. Give us a chat. All right, chat's open. Let's talk. We have hockey tonight. Got bowl games all weekend. You know, we have hockey all weekend as well. NHL is back. So let's rock and roll. All right. Hopefully everyone's having a great Friday, end of the week, quick week, I guess you could say, with the holiday. And it's crazy. I'm getting all my days mixed up now. You know, I'm like, holy crap, it's Friday already. But long and behold, obviously, you know, between the holiday and working from home, you know, during the early of the week, it was obviously, you know, it's just getting my days all mixed up. So, but we grinded it out. You know, we got, you know, Christmas is, I can't believe Christmas was 2 days ago already. It's absolutely wild. But hey, it's time. It's time to rock and roll. All right. Hopefully everyone's getting home from work safe. Like I said, it's Friday. Let's have fun. It's going to be a great weekend. All right. A couple extra presents going out for my daughter over the weekend, so that'll be fun. She's always, you know, obviously always down to opening more gifts, of course. Christmas is never over for her, I feel like. So, yeah, so here we are. We're back, NHL. We're ready to rock and roll. First off, I like to have give a, you know, thoughts and prayers to the Gumbel family. You know, Greg Gumbel, we just found out that the passing of Greg Gumbel not too long ago, probably within the last hour and a half or so. I just heard. So thoughts and prayers are with, you know, his family. Rest in peace. 78 years old. You know, Selection Sunday will never be the same. You know, without Greg Gumbel. You know, he is the voice of, you know, college basketball on CBS. I mean, it's every time I think about college basketball on CBS and March Madness, I always think about Greg Gumbel. You know, the anticipation of Selection Sunday, and hearing that voice. So, you know, thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family, and yeah, rest in peace. So, you know, it's difficult times for sure. All right. So last night was a big time dud from me in terms of the over in the Seattle game. That was the ugliest game I've ever seen on Thursday night. 6-3 final. I'm glad I went to bed at halftime. It was just kind of it was a pathetic game, ugly to say the least. So that over was just absolutely brutal. But you know, what are you gonna do? It is what it is. You know, day after Christmas. You know, and I feel like we'll bounce back from that for sure. Obviously, it was just a dud of a game. Just not fantasy championships are going out. You're kind of looking for these top-notch players to provide you something. Like Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Jackson Smith and Jigba, and of course DK Metcalf. Those that had Charbonnet. I mean, like you had you had solid fantasy players on this team last night on both sides. Nothing happened. Nothing contributed at all to any team, I'm sure. So that was a big time fun of a game. That was, Seahawks and Bears. So that was just absolutely brutal. So we'll move on from that. NHL was back. All right, so we're gonna be full-fledged into the NHL this evening. Free plays. I got my client plays have just been released. They were released a couple hours ago. My best bet for my YouTube subscribers will be released after the show. I actually already have the play, and I already have the video to be uploaded. So just a matter of pressing a button, and you guys out there that sign up will be getting that play very, very soon. So I thank you all for your appreciation. So let's go, man. Let's get into it. Let's talk some sports. Like I said, the chat is open. All right, come on by. What do you like for tonight? We have a whole 8-game schedule in the NHL this evening. So I got about 5 plays for the clients that went out, and the best bet for the subscribers will be sent out as well. So let's rock and roll into that. All right, not a problem at all. All right. So earlier today, we saw Navy knock out Oklahoma 21-20. I love to see that. Oklahoma will always be Oklahoma. Choklahoma, if you want to say that too. It's funny. It's absolutely funny. They haven't been it's just good to see these teams that were so relevant. Getting the hype every year, top 10 team. And they just stink. And I love it. I love to see Navy winning. And listen, this has been a while since we've seen Navy, with a winning record, and Army, both teams, double-digit wins this year, Navy with a 10-3 record, I believe, and Army 11-2. It's absolutely wild. It's awesome to see, that these two teams double-digit wins on the season. Good for them, and congrats to the midshipmen on a 21-20 victory today against Oklahoma. Currently, we have a 21-13 Vanderbilt lead right now in the third quarter. All right, it looks like a 2nd and 21. Tech on the. It looks like Vanderbilt going in to Tech territory on the 22 going in. So Vanderbilt looking to add on to their lead. Now, 3 games for tonight. All right, Texas Tech, Arkansas, Syracuse, Washington State, USC, and Texas A&M. All right, so we will see what happens there. I will give you guys, I'll give you guys a little quick 3-pick, soon enough. But let's get through the headlines first. Sacramento Kings struggling this year. They fire Mike Brown. It was coming. It's crazy to think that he was giving one-on-ones, talking to his players and assistants an hour before he got fired. So it was a matter of time. He lost that team. He really did. Greg Gumbel, like I said earlier, dies of cancer at the age of 78. Just absolutely, it's sad. It's very, very sad. So Scheffler out 3 to 4 weeks with a hand puncture wound. Eric Dickerson, is he cheering on Saquon Barkley? Absolutely not. Of course he wants that record. But listen, Saquon's going to beat that record, okay? He's going to get it. 2 games left, get a nice 100 and 130 yards a game in those 2 games, break 2,000. You're going to get it. You're going to get it. Saka out until March with a hamstring injury. Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers. Devontae has 499 touchdown receptions, and of course looking to eye up that number 500. With lo and behold, Aaron Rodgers. So that'd be pretty cool. Browns and Deshaun Watson, they agree to rework the contract. I cannot believe that Deshaun Watson is going to come back to the Cleveland Browns. I think that's ridiculous. I was thinking that the Browns were going to part ways and maybe draft a quarterback. Obviously we know that Sanders will probably go number 1 to the New York Giants. That's my guess here. But when you're in consideration for a new quarterback, I mean, you got to think, Dylan Gabriel's out there. They got a couple of, quarterbacks that have potential, that are going to be out there for sure. But I'm just a little, annoyed that, Watson is going back to the Cleveland Browns. That's just something the Browns will do. Exactly. So, completely shocked by this news for Deshaun Watson going back to the Browns. So it looks like no quarterback is on their radar in the upcoming draft. All right. So it is what it is. All right. Okay. So with that being said, all right, let's go and talk some college football for tonight. We got 3 games. It's a Friday night. I know we're getting over Christmas, but it's still the holiday season. Plenty of booze to be drank still. Plenty of food to be eaten still. Bunch of desserts. We eat nonstop, drink nonstop until the new year. Once the holidays are over, we get back on that diet. To those that that are trying to do that, it's the season, right? It is the season. So, all right. So let's talk about some games here this evening. All right, and I'm going a little bit back and forth here. I did like Vanderbilt today +3. I thought that was a nice play there, and it seems like everyone was on that play for sure. But tonight, here you go. I mean, Syracuse -18, man, it's crazy. It went from 14.5 to up as high as now 18. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. But I'm going to go with the Syracuse Orange tonight. Okay, -17. I'll buy a point and roll to 17. But this Washington State team, a lot of portal situations going on with them. And a lot of people leaving, head coaches leaving. Like, there's no one left on this Washington State team. There really isn't. Now, Syracuse, they avoided a portal exodus as Kyle McCord. He's expected to play tonight for Syracuse. Okay, alongside with a bunch of Syracuse weapons, tight end, receivers. Probably performing for their last game for Syracuse. Okay, there's a Holiday Bowl playing San Diego. It's somewhat home for Washington State, but Syracuse -17, man. I'm taking a shot here. It's a lot of points. I don't like it. Not my favorite play tonight in college football, but I'm going to rock it out anyway. And so I'm going to small quarter unit, Syracuse -17. Let's hope for a blowout, and we'll see what happens there for sure. So that's what I'm going to go. I'm going to buy that point to move it up to 17. Arkansas and Texas Tech. I like the over in this game, over 51.5. Okay. I'm not really, I kind of lean Arkansas in terms of winning this game and siding. That +130 money line looks pretty good. The +3 looks good, but I like the over. I think we're going to see a lot of points in this game here tonight. A lot of air attack on each way. Defenses aren't the best. And, if you're giving me, 50, 51.5, 52, I'll take a shot with that. So we'll go Syracuse -17, and then Arkansas, Texas Tech over 51.5. All right. And then we'll do a 3 pick here just to kind of, see what we got going on here. And, I like A&M. I really feel as though they might win this game. But to me, I just feel like, again, maybe another over situation here. I think it go back and forth. USC, USC is going to score. A&M could score. I do like A&M to win this game, but the money line's -150, and I'm kind of iffy. I feel like USC can win this game. I really do, but I want to go with the over. Okay, so let's go with the over. Let's go over 54.5 at -120. Okay, over 51.5 in the Texas Tech Arkansas game. And then let's take the Syracuse Orange -17. Let's put a 3-teamer in that. All right, so that should be a good little payout for tonight if that hits. So over 54.5 in the USC game, over 51.5 in the Texas Tech Arkansas game, and then Syracuse -17. So let's rock and roll. And let's see what happens in this one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just like that, let me take a quick 2-minute commercial break. When I get back, we'll talk NHL. And we got games on tonight, free plays coming up. This is a Friday edition of Primetime Live with Philly Pete. Sit back, relax, Talk to me. All right. What do you like tonight in the NHL? All right. I'll be back in 2 minutes. So hang tight and don't move.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for taking that quick 2-minute commercial break with me. This is the Friday, or I should say Freaky Friday edition of Primetime Live with Philly Pete. I'm your host, the one, the only Philly Pete, of course. And we're here live on the 24/7 12-ounce sports streaming platform. And, of course, the big bad thing itself, YouTube. Come on in. Say hello. Like I said, chat's open. Subscribe to 12-ounce sports. Give us a thumbs up. And let's talk away. Let's have some fun. All right. Got to have about 13 minutes with you guys. NHL is right on board right now. All right. So we're going to be rocking and rolling. I did speak yesterday a little bit about what I did like. A little quick roundabout about the NHL for tonight. So, and here we are, full force. Let's rock and roll it. See what has happened overnight here. A little bit of movement, okay, in some games actually, to be honest, and we'll get that going. Now, before we make some bets tonight, make sure you check out mybookie.ag. That's mybookie.ag. Promo code there is 12-ounce sports. They'll match your first deposit up to $1,000. All right, don't forget to check out the 12-ounce sports YouTube betting subscription that we had there. Sign up via YouTube. It's $6 for the month, $60 for the year. I mean, you can't get much better than that. Cheap services, transparency, consistency is the name of our game. All right. You don't only get best bets from me, but you get best bets from basically 3 other cappers in the world of 12-ounce sports. Okay. So you get everything from fantasy lineups, NBA, NHL, baseball, football, from Greg, Gamble guy himself, Jeff with his bets as well. I mean, you're getting a combo of great cappers on this network for the price of literally cheaper than your grande coffee from Starbucks. So $60 for the year, $6 for the month. When you sign up, you get 3 days for free on top of that. So I mean, you can't beat it. You really can't beat it at all. There's nothing cheaper in the world of the X than what we're providing to you on the subscription when you sign up on YouTube today. All right, Toronto, Detroit, let's go. Toronto minus 130 on the money line. Detroit plus 120. Over-under set at 5.5 at minus 110. This line has been dropping in terms of the over-under. Okay, the over was at 6 yesterday. It's down to 5.5. And now you can get it at minus 110. Okay. Nothing you could say here. I mean, it's just I do like the over in this game here. 60% each way. 60% of the public money on the money line for Toronto. 60% of the public money riding the over. Okay, the under for both teams. All right, this is a little shocking, but the under is 35 29-5 between these two here. The original 6 matchup here, Toronto, Detroit. I'm going to rock out Toronto money line tonight, minus 130. Maple Leafs, minus 130 in the money line. I know there's a little bit of coaching change going on in Detroit. We've seen the past. We've seen coach changes happen and that team winning. So I would not be surprised if Detroit wins this game tonight at plus 120. Would not surprise me. It usually is that system play when you get a new coach that they win their games. So it would not shock me if Detroit won. But I'm leaning Toronto here tonight, minus 130. That's what I'm on. And the full game over 5.5 at minus 110. I also like the first period over 1.5 at minus 115, minus 120. It was at minus 125. It's down to minus 120. You could probably get minus 115 even as well. Shop around. It's there. It is there. 5.5's out there, and the 1.5 first period is out there as well for some really good prices right now at the moment. Okay, so that's what I lean there in Detroit. Toronto in the first period and full game over 1.5 and 5.5 there. All right, next up, Boston and Columbus. Boston yesterday was minus 165. Now they're at minus 145. Columbus at plus 135 on the money line here. Over-under set at 6 at minus 125. You can get the 6.5 at plus 105 if you're interested. 65% of the public money on Boston, 55% of public money on the over. Okay, now we know that Columbus gives up goals. They can also score as well. All right, they can. The over, okay, the over between these two teams here, and it's a trend, 40, 29, and 2. 40, 29, and 2 to the over in this game here tonight between both teams. The trend is high for the over, and I'm on the over. Boston, Columbus, I want to go over 6 in this game here tonight. All right, I'll buy the juice a little bit at minus 125-ish, minus 130. I will take that over 6, Boston, Columbus. And I'm leaning a little bit on Columbus money line tonight, plus 135, plus 140. I want to go against the public here. Something skeptical about it. You're coming back from break. It's been a couple days. Not sure how it's going to be, but I want to ride out Columbus here this evening. I want to take a shot with them. Good money, good value there. I'm going to wait a little bit longer to towards the end of my show here and possibly to 655-ish or so and see if it goes up to plus 140, maybe even higher. But either way, I like this spot here for Columbus. I'm going to take that tonight. Over 6 as well between these two teams as well. There you go. Bruins, Jackets, and there you have it. Carolina and New Jersey. All right, Carolina plus 120 on the money line. New Jersey minus 130 on the money line. Over-under set at 5.5 at even money, minus 105. 65% of the public money on the Devils money line and 55% of the public money on the under 5.5. Well, I'm going to be riding this out for sure, but I like New Jersey Devils money line tonight at minus 130. I also like the under 5.5 in this game as well. The under. And again, here comes these crazy trends. The under has been killing it between these two teams here combined. The under is 41, 25, and 5. 41, 25, and 5 to the under. So very, very substantial. The trend has been going well under for these two teams here. So that's what I'm going to rock out. All right, Carolina, New Jersey, full game under 5.5. And I'm going to lean the New Jersey Devils on the money line tonight at minus 130. Okay, simple as that. Next up, Chicago, Buffalo. This should be a very interesting game. Buffalo minus 150 on the money line, and Chicago is plus 130. It looks like Buffalo just moved up to minus 155. Chicago is still holding steady at plus 130. Over-under here is at 6 at minus 120. 70% of the public money on the Sabres, 65% of the public money on the over. This is as even as it gets. Both teams trending in the exact same direction when it comes to the over and unders. 31, 31, and 8. Can't get much better than that, really. So I'm not really sure what to expect out of this game. I really don't. So I want to take the under 6. All right. This is probably I have no plays at all for my clients in this game here tonight. It's just this game in general is a layoff, but just because it's how it is, and this is what I do with my show, give you guys the leans that I like. Under 6 at plus 100. Okay, that's what I'm leaning at. Chicago, Buffalo under 6, and I lean Buffalo, but I'm not going to take that minus 155 spot. I am going to take the puck line at plus 150. A little bit of value there. Again, it's an off card for me. I'm not even considering this game at all. But in terms of leans, I like the under 6 and the Sabres puck line minus 150 at or minus 1.5 at plus 150. So there you have it there in Buffalo. All right, final four games here this evening. Minnesota, Dallas minus 200 on the money line. Minnesota plus 180. Over under here set at 5.5. 75% of the public money on Dallas. 55% of the public money on the under. Okay. Again, here we go with these under trends between teams. Combined 37, 26, and 5. 37, 26, and 5 to the under. I actually have the under 6 in this game at minus 135. All right. This was earlier today, so it definitely moved. The under 5.5 is at plus 105. So a little bit of plus money here for the under 5.5. If you want to buy the 6, you're going to pay a little bit of juice. I do have minus 135. It's probably at minus 140, even minus 145 right now. So it's up to you. I mean, I lean the under either way. I would even take the shot with the under 5.5 at plus money. It's worth it for sure. And I like Dallas puck line tonight, plus 135 here this evening. You know, there's no way I'm laying 200 to win 100. Absolutely not. We'll never do that. But I do like Dallas to take care of business tonight against Minnesota at home, okay, in the Big D. So Stars puck line at plus 135 and the full game under 5.5 or even 6, like I said there, Minnesota and Dallas. Nashville, St. Louis, another game that's an off game for me. This game did not make my card. Nashville, St. Louis, Nashville minus 135 on the money line, St. Louis plus 120 on the money line. Over under set at 5.5. 60% of the public money on the St. Louis Blues money line, 60% of the public money on the under. As ugly as this game is, okay, check out this under, okay, this under trend between these two teams. 44, 24, and 3. 44, 24, and 3 to the under. Like, that is a very insane, basically trend right there for the under between these two teams. So, yeah. 44, 24, and 3 to the under. I'm on the under 5.5 at minus 105. I will bite the bullet there. I hate betting unders, but this game sounds exactly like an under, like a 2-1 sort of game, maybe a draw in the overtime at 1-1, maybe 2-2. But the under 5.5, I gotta play that for sure tonight. And in terms of side, I lean the Nashville Predators at minus 135. But my main play here in this game is definitely that under 5.5. You can't go wrong with that trend. 44, 24, and 3 to the under for these two teams who are combined. It's ridiculous. So there you go. Nashville money line and the full game under 5.5 there between the Blues and the Preds. Last two games, Colorado and Utah. Colorado minus 126 on the money line. Utah plus 115. Over under set at 6.5 at plus 105. 70% of the public money on the Avs. 52%, or it looks like 55% of the public money now on the under. I like the over 6 at minus 125. I locked that in. Colorado, Utah, full game over 6 at minus 125. And this is this could be interesting. I feel like Utah can win this game here tonight. The under is the trend though. 33, 31, and 6. It's not going to scare me though. It's basically practically even for the most part, but I like the over in this game here tonight. I think we see some goals, and I want to lean Colorado here at that small money line spot at minus 125. Again, don't be surprised if Utah wins this game. It could happen, but my lean towards this is Colorado at minus 125. My favorite play though is definitely that over 6 tonight, Colorado and Utah. Last but not least, Vegas, San Jose. Vegas minus 235 on the money line. San Jose plus 205. Over under set at 6.5 at minus 110. You can get the 6 at minus 135 or minus 130. 75% of the public money on Vegas, 55% of the public money on the under. I'm on the over in this game here tonight. Vegas, San Jose over 6, and give me the Vegas Golden Knights puck line at plus 110. So we'll make it short and sweet with that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my favorite play tonight is the Leafs and Wings over 5.5. I also like San Jose and the Knights. Sharks Knights over 6. My favorite dog of the night tonight is going to be, real quick, my favorite dog of the night tonight is what's my favorite dog tonight? My favorite dog of the night tonight is Columbus, and my basically favored team tonight is going to be the the New Jersey Devils tonight. So just like that, ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful weekend. I'll be back on Monday. Same time, same place. Have a great weekend. Let's cash out some tickets. Good night and goodbye.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level.